At 6'2", from Fayetteville, North Carolina, played college basketball at St. John's University, a multi-platinum award-winning rapper, songwriter, and producer, the starting point guard for the Rwanda Patriots basketball club of the African Basketball League, Jermaine Lamar Cole. Yep, that's J. Cole. Let's see how he went from being a globally recognized music sensation to a professional basketball player. From a young age, J. Cole fell in love with the game of basketball. He would play recreationally with his brother throughout his childhood. Unfortunately, the middle school he attended did not have a basketball team, but once he got to high school, he tried out for the freshman team. After tryouts, he was told that he did not make the team and was mad at the coaches because he thought they had it out for him. He still wanted to be associated with the team, so throughout his freshman year, he was the team's manager. He worked hard and would stay after practice to help players with their skills. The following year, as a sophomore, he tried out for the team and thought it was a guarantee he would make it off the principle of being a manager. Nope, he didn't make the cut, so he really started working hard to make the team the following season. He would take 1,000 shots a day, do sprints, minute drills, and play one-on-one full court, playing defense all the way up and down the court. From all the dedication and a growth spurt that got him to 6'2", J. Cole made his high school's varsity basketball team in his junior and senior season. After high school, J. Cole felt that he was good enough to be a bench player on a D1 basketball team. He went on to go to college at St. John's University, but did not try out for their basketball team as a freshman because he was still adjusting to college life in a new city. In his sophomore year of college, he tried out as a walk-on to the team. Out of the 80 players at the tryout, J. Cole was one of 10 that got invited back the following day. He never went to that second tryout because he felt that he showed enough to make the team, and he wasn't sure if he could make that type of commitment to the sport that college athletes need to make.
I thought about basketball, why I ain't making it basketball. Nigga, I love to play. And at this point, I'm 21 years old, you know what I mean, 22. And I'm like, nigga, why you didn't make it in basketball? Because you wasn't fucking working. You thought you'd be outside dribbling the fucking ball, doing something, when really niggas was in the gym with trainers, like putting in work, shooting 1,000 shots a day. And your dumb ass over there thinking you doing something, mimicking Iverson.
Unfortunately, St. John's didn't take any walk-ons that season, but coaches encouraged J. Cole to try out for the team the following year. He would play intramural basketball at St. John's his sophomore year. In his junior year, he was part of the women's basketball practice team, where he would play against the women to develop their skills. Soon after, though, his dream of being a professional basketball player was sidelined for another dream, to be an incredibly successful producer and recording artist. But that doesn't mean his love of basketball was missing in his music. Many of the songs he has released over the course of his music career has references to basketball and basketball players. Some of his early mixtapes, like The Come Up, The Warm Up, and Friday Night Lights, is centered around a young baller trying to make it in the NBA. His debut studio album, Cole World: The Sideline Story, has heavy basketball influence, and he has continued this theme in newer albums like the recently released album, The Off Season, and a future album called The Fall Off. Throughout his music career, J. Cole didn't stray too far from basketball and was still immersed in the game and culture. After signing a record deal with Roc Nation in 2009, he figured it would take him 3 years for his music to blow up, and then he could pursue a basketball career at 27 years old by first playing in Europe and then making his way to the NBA. It would take a few years longer to become successful in the music industry, but in the meantime, he was lucky enough to play basketball in the 2012 NBA Celebrity All-Star Game, where he showed off his skills.
Man, dreams do come true. I made it. I got my call from the league. It's my time. The first player to ever just go straight to the All-Star game without ever, suiting up for a regular game. That's right. In the Celebrity All-Star game, finally. I've been dreaming about this for years. Catch me All-Star weekend in the celebrity game. Can't believe I'm actually celebrity enough to be in the celebrity game. I'm going to hold it down for y'all.
And if we was playing one-on-one, yes.
Any type of movement, it becomes a problem.
Movement, it's over with.
Oh, we just saw him dunk. J. Cole rising up on the alley-oop feed from Kevin Hart. It's a cold world right now.
In 2015, a year after the international success of his third album, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, J. Cole felt he had finally had some free time. To fill that time, all he did was hoop. He would find pickup games, and he even joined an adult basketball league. At 31, his dream of making it to the NBA returned, as he felt he still possessed the athleticism he had in his 20s. Despite this, he knew his skills were not up to the standard required to be a professional. He still wanted to pursue this dream because he felt that he could improve enough to get to that point. However, his music career and family life got in the way again. During the 2019 NBA All-Star Weekend, Dennis Smith Jr., a basketball player from J. Cole's hometown and a friend, was in the dunk contest. DSJ performed his dunks wearing J. Cole's high school basketball jersey. Right after, J. Cole himself attempted to dunk on the hoop and had the ball bounce off the rim.
I told y'all. He put on a J. Cole jersey. I gotta give me one of them sounds. J. Cole with a dunk down. Okay. That might have brought the house down. That's a 50. That's look at Jay. I give this an 8. I give this an 8. He not stretched. Wow. Oh. He just came out the front row. Oh. He almost had that one. No.
A few months later, footage came out of J. Cole playing pickup basketball with some NBA stars. Unlike other musicians that play pickup with the NBA players, J. Cole seemed like he was able to keep up with them. That same year in 2020, he released a Players Tribune article detailing his history with basketball and his reignited desire to pursue it at 35 years old. A few days later, he collaborated with Puma to have his very own basketball shoe called the Puma RS-Dreamer.
This, my friends, is the Puma RS-Dreamer. Now, the material setup here primarily is what you'd expect from a modern shoe, which is all textile, everything. However, these are a signature shoe, even though they're not a signature shoe for an NBA athlete. And what they actually added on here was some premium touches. So we have some suedes on there, which I absolutely love. Then we also have some reflective hits just for fun. And I just really like this setup. I feel like that this gives you modern performance with some premium touches. And for the price, you know, this is what I expect out of any signature shoe, whether it's a rapper signature shoe or a basketball player signature shoe. And lucky for J. Cole, that fool was a hooper. So this works perfectly fine.
To capitalize on the publicity, the Detroit Pistons even offered J. Cole a tryout to get on the team. It is unlikely a tryout ever happened, but that doesn't mean J. Cole wasn't improving his skills. J. Cole was serious about playing basketball and was working out with trainer Chris Brickley, who has trained many NBA players. In early May 2020, it was announced that J. Cole's 6th studio album, The Offseason, was going to be released in mid-May. Shortly after, news broke that J. Cole signed a professional basketball contract with the Patriots basketball club from Rwanda. His contract was to play 6 games for the team in the newly formed Basketball Africa League. The Basketball Africa League, or the BAL, is the first professional basketball league in the continent of Africa, and it was organized with the help of the NBA and FIBA. The league was starting its first ever season, so the signing seemed like a publicity stunt for both the league and J. Cole's new album release. The album dropped on May 14th, and 2 days later, J. Cole made his professional basketball debut. He would play 3 games with the Patriots, averaging 1.7 points per game, 1 assist per game, 1.7 rebounds per game, with a 28.6 field goal percentage, averaging 15 minutes per game.
That's a very, very good block, isn't it? And we've got Jermaine Cole has come on. BBC, we knew that they had to come into this, and they're showing us that they won't be shoved or just thrown off the court. But they do lose possession there. Jermaine Cole outside for 3 points. The back of the net, I'm afraid. And here is Bush getting the ball out. Jermaine Cole, plenty of time for the three-pointer. It goes right over the top.
J. Cole's departure from professional basketball was almost as surprising as his arrival. It was later reported that he had left the team because he only had a 3-game guarantee on his contract and that he had family obligations. And that is how rapper J. Cole became a professional basketball player and then quit shortly after. He was lucky enough to be the first solo artist featured on Slam magazine, a magazine centered on basketball. However, the story doesn't end just yet. There was some controversy surrounding J. Cole's stint in basketball. Critics said that this move somewhat delegitimized the BAL as a basketball league that one day hopes to have and develop legitimate NBA talent. Some people felt J. Cole took a spot from a basketball player that has sacrificed a lot in his life for a spot on the team. What do you think about the move? Was this all one big publicity stunt for J. Cole to promote his music? Or was all the workout videos, articles, and shoe deal an actual attempt by J. Cole to finally live his dream of being a pro hooper? Do you think that he makes another attempt at trying to play basketball professionally, maybe even in the NBA at 36 years old? Comment down below your thoughts on the J. Cole basketball story. Thank you for watching this video. You should watch one of these two videos on screen too.